What's up, everybody? Dreadnought Ryan here. Sorry, it's been a little bit since I posted anything. Been kind of busy with just life and all of that stuff that goes with it, but I kind of want to show you what I've been working on. Uh, so I picked up 4 of the 60th anniversary Action Soldier from the G.I. Joe Classified line. Absolutely fell in love with this figure. Popped off the vest and everything, and underneath it, I think has one of the coolest figure bucks out there. I know it's a reuse of the Retro Snake Eyes and the Stalker, but just with the paint apps and everything, it reminds me of some of the uniforms that you would see on movies such as Act of Valor or Zero Dark 30 or pretty much any Special Forces type TV show or movie. And that inspired me to make, my own little sub team. So I took Snow Job, Stalker, Duke, and Dusty, 2 of the figures because they were clearance, and Snow Job because I had the extra head. Thanks for that great idea, Larry. And then I had an extra Duke head, and I really wanted to kind of make this style version of Duke. But overall, these figures are great. You get an absolute ton of accessories with them. Let's take a look at those. So not only do you get the updated 50 cal on a tripod, it does have swappable. I hope if I get it in here. You do get, like I said, the tripod. It does have the hinge hooked to the 50 caliber machine gun. It has swappable triggers, so you can either do the single or the double, depending on how you want to set it up. Of course, it does come with the ammo belt. Pretty cool features. A lot of detail in it. I think I might add a coat of black paint to it and just add some dry brushing to it, and then just have an updated Century type machine gun for my dials that I'm working on. So, but overall, great gun. You also will get the double-barreled AR. Not a big fan of this particular rifle. It does have a removable magazine, which is nice. Then you also will get this version of the saw. It does have the canister. The ammo can will come off as well too. Pretty nice. It is in the typical plastic that we see for the guns. You also will get a pistol as well. You do get the vest, and they do have the swappable pouches so that you can set up your soldiers any way that you want to. One of the things that I did for these particular figures is you can't use the ab crunch with them because of this vest. So I took that bottom ring and I just cut it off. I'm going to sand these all down, and then what I used to do for my Marauder 1/18 is take these pouches and I'll glue them on to these vests. So when I do put them back on these figures, they'll be all set and ready to go. The nice thing, if you look at the Dusty here, he does have range of motion now, so he can do the ab crunch. Yes, the pouches will pop off until I get him glued down, but it does help keep the ab crunch going. So real excited with those, so I'll get those finished up this week. You do get Outback's backpack. I did trim off the 2 tabs for the weapons. I'm going to add some dry brushing to this as well. The belt is really nice as well too. You do have a couple spots either for a pouch or for the radio. So those are 2 opportunities to add some difference to your soldiers. But again, overall, I just really dig this figure buck. Love the digital camo that they've added to it. Love the fact that you do get swappable balaclava heads, so you will get Caucasian and African American. You'll also get 2 hand sets. Of course, they are the trigger fingers, but you'll get them 1 in Caucasian and 1 in African American as well too. You do get both right and left-handed, of course. But as you can see, for this Duke, I did use Stalker's hat. I did keep his binoculars. This is a gun from Gridiron, but I kind of just kept his loadout simple for now until I do decide to add the vest on. Snow Job, I do have him with the poncho, which is really cool to have soft goods. It has the hood down. You do get the hood up version as well too, so you can swap those out. It doesn't fit really well on Snow Job, and I think this just looks really good because of this is one of the probably the better head sculpts that we have out there. For Stalker, I did use his web gear, his knife, and of course his sidearm and silencer that he comes with. I did load up with the backpack on his web gear. I do have the quad nods for and helmet from Gridiron, as well as an AR that has a uh, suppressor and scope. So really love this figure. As probably some of you know, Stalker is one of my favorite Joes from Detroit, Michigan. So that was cool. I picked up a couple of the Dusty figures, the Tiger Force, and used some Winsor Newton, if I can say that, to remove some of the paint apps from the head. And I think it just looks really good. I did pop his and Duke's neck and head off of their bodies on the other figures and just popped them back on. The old style disc hinge doesn't fit as well as I would like to see it. It's just a little bit too tall. If you do kind of either cut down on the base of the neck, you can get them to work. But overall, these are still a pretty good combination. You can get some pretty decent movement with them as well. But again, these are just some of the ones that I've been working on. I'm absolutely loving these. I did place another order for Gridiron for some more stuff to come along. But as you may know, I did have a what I like to call my Predator build out group, which is Gung Ho. Who else did I have in that? Oh, it's horrible. I can't remember. The Falcon body with the Duke head. I did also use the Duke body, Flint, and the head from the movie Snake Eyes, as well as Roadblock to finish out that set of figures. One of my favorite sets that I have out there. They're on Instagram if you want to check them out. But I think I might add one more figure to this, but I just need to figure out which head I want to use for it or which person I want to include in this group. But overall, I think this is a great figure. Again, I know it's $35, but you get an absolute ton of stuff with it. It's fun to mix and match and swap out different things, and I'll be able to do some dry brushing and aging and just different stuff like that and really create some new versions of these figures. So thanks everybody for your patience and your support. I hope you guys are having a great Yo-Joe June. Seems like San Diego Comic-Con is going to be a pretty big deal for the G.I. Joe Classified series. So more to come on that. But wherever you're at on the island of Misfit Toy Collectors, I hope you're having a great day, evening, or night. And more importantly, go play with your toys. I'll talk to you guys. Thanks. Bye.